All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I'm Gunmala Kapoor. The headlines. Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman reviews security situation in Jammu and Kashmir. President Ramnath Kovind calls upon Indian diaspora in Cyprus to contribute to nation-building process. Biannual talks between Indian and Bangladeshi border forces to begin in New Delhi today. Janmashtami, marking the birth of Lord Krishna, being celebrated across the country. In cricket, England defeat India by 60 runs in fourth test match, get unassailable 3-1 lead in the 5-match series. Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman reviewed the security situation in Jammu and Kashmir during her visit to the valley yesterday. Army officials briefed her on operational preparedness and the counter-infiltration grid. Ms. Sitharaman was accompanied by the Chief of Army Staff, General Bipin Rawat. Army officials said the Defence Minister visited forward areas in the frontier district of Kupwara. Ms. Sitharaman visited Balbir Post, where she interacted with the troops. She is the first Defence Minister to visit Balbir Post. During her interaction with the troops, Ms. Sitharaman lauded their round-the-clock sharp vigil along the line of control and their professionalism. She also asked them to remain alert for any eventuality to defeat the nefarious designs of hostile forces. Earlier, Ms. Sitharaman also called on Jammu and Kashmir Governor Satyapal Malik and discussed the prevailing security situation in the state. President Ramnath Kovind has called upon the Indian diaspora in Cyprus to contribute to the nation-building process as the new India provides ample opportunities to everyone. Addressing the Indian community in Nicosia, the capital city of Cyprus, he said that the new India has become a fastest-growing major economy in the world. Mr. Kovind spoke about programs like Make in India, Digital India, Startup India and the Ujjwala Yojana, which are improving the life of common people and ushering in a new India. He said that in the last few years, major changes have taken place in the way government relates to NRIs across the world, which is reflected in a stronger connect at individual and institutional levels with the Indian diaspora.
आप लोग भारत के अलग अलग हिस्सों से, कोई पंजाब से, कोई उत्तर प्रदेश से, कोई दक्षिण भारत से आया होगा, लेकिन हमारे बीच में जो एकता का सूत्र है वो हम सबको एकजुट बनाए रखता है और ये सूत्र है हमारी साझी सांस्कृतिक और आध्यात्मिक विरासत। इसलिए मैं आपको आमंत्रित भी करता हूं, आइए इस नए भारत को भी हम देखें।
Speaking about the historical ties between India and Cyprus, Mr. Kovind said that India and Cyprus are both ancient civilizations at their share qualities like cultural diversity. He said Indian leaders such as Mahatma Gandhi and Rabindranath Tagore are greatly respected in Cyprus. More from our correspondent.
The first day of President Ramnath Kovind's visit to Cyprus was marked by the enthusiastic reception given by the Indian community at Nicosia. On the second day of the visit, Mr. Kovind will meet President Nikos Anastasiades of Cyprus, followed by delegation-level talks and signing of bilateral agreements between the two countries. President Kovind will pay floral tributes on the bust of Mahatma Gandhi. He will also address an extraordinary session of the House of Representatives of Cyprus later in the day. Rajesh Jha, AIR News, Nicosia, Cyprus.
Biannual talks between Indian and Bangladeshi border forces will begin in New Delhi today. Director General Border Security Force, BSF, K.K. Sharma, will represent the Indian side, while Director General of Border Guard Bangladesh, BGB, Major General Muhammad Shafinul Islam, will lead the Bangladeshi side in the talks. Our correspondent reports that the meeting is aimed at increasing bilateral cooperation in checking trans-border crimes.
This is the 47th DG-level border coordination conference between the two sides since it began in 1975. Joint efforts for effective implementation of comprehensive border management plan, confidence-building measures, simultaneous coordinated patrolling, sharing of information, extension of crime-free zones will be in the agenda during the talks. A joint record of discussion will also be signed between the BSF and BGB on Friday. Last time the DG-level talks was held in April this year in Dhaka. With Dipendra Kumar, Anupam Mishra, AIR News, Delhi.
India has earned an income of over 6,400 crore rupees from export of coconut products during the last 4 years. In a statement, Agriculture Minister Radha Mohan said the income from export of coconut products was only 3,975 crore rupees during 2004 to 14. He said, with the efforts of the government, India has started exporting coconut oil to Malaysia, Indonesia and Sri Lanka. Mr. Singh said the country will become the global leader not only in the production of coconut but also in its processing and export. Telangana Chief Minister Chandrasekhar Rao has asked people of the state to bless him once again to complete the unfinished tasks like bringing 1 crore acres of land under irrigation, eliminating poverty and creating more employment. He presented his government's progress report at a public meeting held at Kungar Kalan near Ibrahim Pattinam on the outskirts of Hyderabad last evening. He listed out the development and welfare programs that his government has implemented during the last 4.5 years. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Janmashtami, which marks the birth of Lord Krishna, is being celebrated across the country today. Devotees throng the temples to offer prayers. Mathura and Vrindavan in Uttar Pradesh are fully geared to celebrate the birth of Lord Krishna. Thousands of temples have been tastefully decorated in Mathura, the birthplace of Lord Krishna. More from our correspondent.
Lakhs of devotees have already reached the Krishnanagari Mathura to take part in the Janmashtami celebrations. Many foreign nationals are also enjoying the festivity, chanting the bhajans of Lord Krishna. At Radha Raman Temple, Radha Damodar Temple and Shahji Temple, Janmashtami would be celebrated during the day. Main program would be organized at Bhagwat Bhavan at Shri Krishna Janmasthan. Police has made elaborate security arrangements to prevent any untoward incident on this occasion. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
Another common form of celebration, followed usually in Gujarat and Maharashtra, is the practice of Dahi Handi. In Mumbai, Govinda troops will compete in Dahi Handi celebrations by forming human pyramids and breaking pitchers strung high above the ground for hefty cash prizes. Our correspondent has filed this report.
Various Govinda mandals are ready to break Dahi Handis at various places and compete against each other to get the whooping cash prizes of lakhs of rupees. They will form the human pyramid to break the clay pot hung high with curd, turmeric and other things inside, and the enthusiasm can be seen everywhere in Mumbai. Many organizations have organized special functions and Bollywood celebrities will be seen encouraging the Govindas to show their extraordinary skill of forming human pyramid and reach the handi with minimum effort. Shailesh Patil, AIR News, Mumbai.
President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have greeted people on the occasion. The Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, PMSBY, is one of the 3 social security schemes that the central government had announced in the 2015 budget. This is an accident insurance scheme which offers a 1-year accidental death and disability cover. Under this scheme, the risk coverage available is 2 lakh rupees for accidental death and permanent total disability and 1 lakh rupees for permanent partial disability. Here is a ground report from our Ahmedabad correspondent.
Not only large number of people have enrolled themselves under this Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, but also covered their family by getting risk cover on the life of earning family member. One such family of old age, Chandulal Solanki, residing in Lunawada in Mahisagar district of central Gujarat. His newly married youngest son, Sanjay, out of 4, had died due to accident and family was burdened with unpaid loan taken for marriage and other responsibilities. But fortunately, his life was covered under the Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana. An insurance company came to help with the amount of rupees 2 lakh. His brother Dinesh Solanki narrates the entire incident.
उसकी हार्ट अटैक से मौत हो गई थी। बाद में पता चला 10-15 दिन के बाद उसने प्रधानमंत्री जो बीमा योजना है उसने अपना बीमा रखवाया था। उस बीमा की धनराशि बहुत फायदेमंद हुई। उसने जो कर्जा किया था शादी के वक्त, वो कर्जा हमको देने में बहुत आसानी हुई और मैं सही में खरेखर बोलता हूँ कि जो ये प्रधानमंत्री योजना है उसका लाभ सबको लेना चाहिए।
योगेश पंड्या, AR News, Ahmedabad.
A threat of floods looms large over many parts of western Uttar Pradesh, along with the Bundelkhand region, following heavy rain and water coming from Uttarakhand. Tarai and eastern parts of the state are already reeling under the flood. Apart from the river Ghagra, the swelling Sharda, which passes through parts of Pilibhit and Lakhimpur Kheri, is wreaking havoc in more than 50 villages, displacing thousands of people in both districts. In Kerala, the threat of an epidemic looms large in the state after the floods. Rat fever or leptospirosis has claimed 9 lives in the last 2 days, and a high alert has been issued in 13 districts except Kasargod. In cricket, England defeated India with 60 runs in the 4th Test match at Southampton yesterday. With this win, the hosts have taken an unassailable 3-1 lead in the 5-Test match series. Chasing a target of 245, India were all out for 184 runs. Kohli scored 58, whereas Rahane contributed 51 runs. England spinner Moeen Ali picked 4 wickets and was named man of the match. He took 5 wickets in the first innings. The 5th and final match is scheduled to take place at the Oval in London from Friday. The 2018 Asian Games concluded yesterday at a glittering ceremony in Jakarta, with Japan getting the final gold in the men's triathlon. A report.
The 2018 Asian Games, also called the Regional Olympics, concluded at a glittering ceremony in Jakarta, with Japan getting the final gold in men's triathlon. The closing ceremony was held at the Gelora Bung Karno Stadium. Captain of Indian women's hockey team Rani Rampal marched in with India's flag at the closing ceremony. The ceremony began with a bang, and after some fireworks, the Asian Games flag has since been taken down and presented to China, the next country to host the Asiad in 2022. India ended the Asian Games campaign with the highest medal tally at the tournament ever, with a total of 69 medals, which includes 15 gold, 24 silver and 30 bronze medals. With R.N. Banerjee's report, Prashant Kumar Sinha, Sports Desk.
The News Services Division of All India Radio, in its weekly bilingual live phone-in program, Public Speak, will bring you a discussion tonight on Rashtriya Poshan Abhiyan, or the National Nutrition Mission. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Subhadra Ramachandran.
Thank you, Gunmala. The United States cancelling military aid to Pakistan for harbouring militant safe havens is extensively covered by newspapers. The Times of India reports, any doubts that the Trump administration will play hardball with allies, past and present, in pursuit of its America First policy would evaporate after the Pentagon announced that it was scrapping $300 million in aid to Pakistan ahead of Secretary of State Mike Pompeo's visit to Islamabad en route to New Delhi on September 5. The Telangana Rashtra Samiti's mega rally on the outskirts of Hyderabad is also extensively covered by the press. Announcement on poll soon, K. Chandrasekhar Rao tells supporters, writes The Hindu. The Pioneer reports that the Chief Minister of Telangana asked people at the rally whether they wanted to be slaves of the Delhi Empire or masters of their own destiny. The Indian Express reporting on the book release event of Moving On, Moving Forward, a year in office, written by Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu, quotes him as saying that reforms are necessary for effective functioning of Parliament and state legislatures. Need code of conduct for MPs and MLAs, says Vice President, is the headline. And finally, DNA reports of a 2,000-year-old culinary discovery. Archaeologists have found cooked pieces of rice and moong dal in cooked pots at an ancient site in Maharashtra, proving that the well-loved lentil rice comfort food called khichdi was around even more than 2,000 years ago. With that, it's back to you, Gunmala.
Thank you, Subhadra. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman reviews security situation in Jammu and Kashmir. President Ramnath Kovind calls upon Indian diaspora in Cyprus to contribute to the nation-building process. Janmashtami marking the birth of Lord Krishna being celebrated across the country. And in cricket, England defeat India by 60 runs in the fourth test match, get unassailable 3-1 lead in the 5-match series. And with that we end the morning news. Have a nice day.